Are you looking to undertake a building tender process for your residential development project? Well, stick around because in this video, I'll share the exact building tender process that we here at Little Fish follow on a townhouse development project that we manage week in, week out. Let's get into it. Hey guys, Peter Kelly here from Little Fish Property Developments, helping you maximize the value of your land and generate wealth through low-risk residential development projects. We share everything you need to deliver successful projects time and time again. So if you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn the bell notifications on so you don't miss a thing. Alright, so for this video, let's assume that your project's town planning application is sitting in council waiting to be assessed and approved. This is the perfect time to start figuring out who you would like to tender for your project. So step one is about compiling a list of builders that you'd be interested in working with. There are many ways that you can go about this. You could jump onto Google, reach out to family and friends. You could even jump onto third-party sites such as Home Shelf or iBuildNew that will connect you with relevant builders. But for us here at Little Fish, something that we have found great success in, particularly early on in our journey, was getting in a car and driving around the immediate area looking for active building sites and reaching out to those builders. There are many reasons why this makes sense, such as the efficiencies that they should be able to afford your project by building in their backyard. Step number two is ensuring that your documentation is bulletproof. Bulletproof documentation is a non-negotiable. You can't even consider going out to tender until your construction documentation is watertight. By construction documentation, we are talking about everything that your builder will need to quote your project. It is crucial that your builder doesn't need to make any assumptions, because trust me, when I say assumptions are no good, they are no good. The only people that assumptions benefit are the builders. Having your documentation in order means that your builders will be pricing apples against apples, which will help you make the selection less complicated when the time comes to choose that builder. Step three is all about preparing your tender package. All builders must receive consistent information. The bulletproof documentation you provide them is a good start. Here at Little Fish, we like to take it one step further and give the builders a standard template that details the specific items that need to be priced. The standard template ensures that nothing gets missed and it makes it super easy to compare the tenders. Step four is when you send the tender package out to your short list of builders. The key here is to only send the package out to builders that have shown motivation to price your job. It will be critical that the list you go to have committed to pricing the job. There is nothing worse than getting to the end of a 3 to 5 week tender process and only getting one price back. This is such a waste of time. Step 5 is about following up your builders. We have found that it is good practice to jump on the phone and give each builder a follow-up approximately 24 hours after sending out the tender package. We do this for a few reasons. We want to ensure that they have received the documentation without an issue. We also want to confirm that they have every intention of pricing the job. We want to get confirmation that they are committed to the submission date timeline. And lastly, we also want to be able to answer any preliminary questions that they might have. Step 6 is a secondary builder follow-up. In running a proper tender process, you would have nominated a tender close date. We have found that it is good practice to give your builders another follow-up call in that last week. You are looking to get confirmation that we can expect their tender submission as agreed by that due date. This shows our intent. It shows that we are waiting on them and that they are every chance of being successful if they submit. Step number 7 is about collating the submissions. When reviewing the submissions, you want to be cross-referencing them to ensure that nothing is getting missed. You need to be looking at both time and cost. If the pricing is where you expect it and need it to be, then great. You would skip to the next step and go straight to step 9. If not, then step 8 is all about value management. The key here is to make intelligent choices. The goal should be to stay true to the core fabric of your project whilst making thoughtful selections. Spend money where you think it will add value and avoid spending money in the areas that you don't think will yield a return. It sounds easy, but it can take many years of experience to know where you should and shouldn't spend money. A straightforward example to get you heading in the right direction might be your stone. You might have a hero stone in the kitchen and a secondary cheaper stone that complements the hero stone in the other wet areas. Builders will be your friend here, particularly if you don't have any experience. They will help you achieve this successfully, as no one knows the numbers better than these guys. So work closely with them to help value manage your project to achieve a successful outcome. Step 9 is all about selecting your builder. It is essential to note that you aren't looking for the cheapest builder. This is too simplistic. I can almost guarantee it will get you into trouble. You need to consider both cost and time and look at things like the builder's history of delivering relative townhouse projects. You want to talk to past clients, get a feel for what you can expect in regards to their service and their quality. You want to try and understand how they plan to resource the job. Will the project have a full-time leading hand? Will they be on site all the time? And how many projects will they be running at that same time? These are just some of the things that you need to consider. And when you are getting close to a decision, standard good practice is to request a solvency letter from the builder that you look like moving forward with from their registered accountant. This is their accountant confirming that they are a solvent company at that point in time. It doesn't matter how, but the goal is to build a detailed narrative of quantitative and qualitative data around each builder until you have enough information to make a decision with confidence. Next step, step 10, which is all about executing the building contract with your selected builder. In most cases, an industry standard contract such as a HIA or master builder's contract will be sufficient. There are rare occasions where a project might require a custom contract, but this would be less likely than more likely depending on the circumstances. The main thing with these contracts is to ensure that they cover every detail: fixtures, fittings, finishes, etc. Remember, you want to avoid assumptions. If your contract is littered with assumptions, then it's not ready to be executed. You want to make sure that you include custom liquidated damages and that the price and terms listed are as agreed. That's an overview of how to run a building tender process for your townhouse property development. If you're looking for more detailed information, head over to our blog as we have plenty more knowledge over there. That's it, guys. That's a wrap. Hopefully you're getting a ton of value out of these training videos. We love making them, so please drop any topics that you want us to cover in the comments box below. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so and turn the bell notifications on so you don't get left behind. I'm Peter Kelly. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy developing.